good morning, good morning, good morning, secured entrepreneurs. Miss Aurorah had to come over here and start this channel. This channel we had to do because of the Coast Financial Independence video. We had quite a few 50 plus ladies email, and I want to thank you for emailing. Please continue to do so at info@aurorahdayconsulting.com. All right, you said, okay, Miss Aurorah, I'm 50. Miss Aurorah, I'm 55. Miss Aurorah, I'm about to be 50. Miss Aurorah, I'm 62. Miss Aurorah, I'm 71. Miss Aurorah, I'm about to be 70. Okay. How is it that I'm actually going to realistically think and believe that I can come up with some financial independence number when I've been struggling all my life? Now, we've had the opportunity to have some great discussions, and I understand most of you were saying, listen, I've been married and divorced, was left with nothing. I was married and divorced, got a little something, but now I'm helping children in college, helping my grandchildren, okay? I was never married, never had any children, but I never had a career opportunity that allowed me to make any type of substantial income to whereas I even thought that I could afford to invest in anything. And now I've been dibbling and dabbling and, trying to start this business, trying to start that. Nothing really got off the ground. I mean, I've heard from a lot of you and heard your stories, okay? And so what we're going to do on this channel is address all of that, because at this stage of life, yes, we all have a concern about wealth creation, wealth multiplication, and wealth preservation. We all want to leave a legacy for our future generations, okay? Not just that, because, let's get a little selfish here. We all want to make more money. We want to keep it safe, but we want to live a luxurious lifestyle. This is the fancy, sexy age, okay? Because this channel is for 50 plus. This is 50 plus over here, all right? So in this video and on this channel, we're going to get into just how it is you're going to be able to reach your financial independence number, okay? Because your whole thing was, you felt as though you had a 10-year window. I said, we need to work within the 10-year window. So, okay, so if you're 50, let's talk about by the time you get 60, you've made your first million, 2 million, 3 million. Okay, just depends on how ambitious you are as a woman business leader, right? Okay, you're 60. All right, let's do the 60 to 70 window. You're 70, let's do the 70 to 80 window. Like, it's a very real thing. People are living much longer today. And we all know that if you've got the financial means, because all money is really helping you do is make better choices for yourself. Okay. If you're that person who desires that, the money is going to help you be better, make better decisions, and do more things to assist you in enjoying the life that you have while you are here. Right. So let's get into that. Let's get into how you're going to reach your financial independence number and actually come into a place of financial independence 50 plus. Can we do it? All right. So for those of you who are new to the movement and you do not know who I am Miss Aurorah Dey, and I've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs just like you build 6- and 7-figure tax-free businesses. You heard that right. Tax-free. Stick around. Okay. So this is the Secured Entrepreneur Movement, the Secured Woman's Wealth 50 plus. All right, Mr. Aurorah is not going to bombard you in the intro video. For those of you who do not know, we follow the Robert Kiyosaki philosophy here in the Secured Entrepreneur Movement. Now, we all know the cash flow quadrant. And Robert Kiyosaki on the right side, it's probably going to look like the right side because I'm going to put it on the screen. He talks about what type of tax the employee is always going to pay. We're not employees over here. He talks about the type of tax that the self-employed individual is going to pay. We're not self-employed here. That's the sole proprietor. We go from sole proprietor to CEO, okay? So we're not sole proprietors. We're on the right side of the quadrant. We are the business owners. We create systems that work for us, that allow us to utilize every tax deferral strategy known to man, because the Internal Revenue Service tells us that we can. Okay. And then we come on down into the investor, where we are the CEO. Okay, so we go from self-employed, which is the sole proprietor. We go from sole proprietor to CEO. That's what we do here in the Secured Entrepreneur Movement, because ultimately we build, protect, and transfer tax-free wealth. That's what we do here. Okay, so for the 50 plus, you all saw the video on the Aurorah Dey channel. Coast Financial Independence, 30, 40, and 50, something like that. Okay. And you heard me talk about what coasting actually is. All right, now, Secured Entrepreneurs, what we're talking about here is Coast Financial Independence. This is a strategy where individuals will no longer have to contribute to their investment accounts or their savings accounts to reach their financial independence. They have allowed these accounts to grow over time, leveraging the power of compound interest. Okay. So now I'm going to put the whole video on this channel so that you don't have to go looking for it. You will hear everything I had to say in that video on this channel. All right. I'll put that here after I upload this. However, I want to just go over 4 things in this video because this is an ongoing dialogue. Okay. The very first thing that I'm going to say to the ladies who are saying, you've been in this business for umpty bump years. You've never really made it to a place where you could say you even earned the 6 figures. You never made the 7 figures. You never made it to a place where you felt like you could start investing. You didn't even think you were going to really be able to retire. You were trying to think of a way that you were going to get on somebody's job at some point so you could collect more Social Security. Like, I have heard it all. Okay. So the very first thing is optimizing and scaling your current business model. How are we going to do that? We are now going to look for areas in the business where we can create profitability. So by that, I mean, hey, if you're a hairstylist, are you utilizing automation? Are you leveraging technology? Because the reality is you're still trading an hour for $1. So how are you going to speed this whole thing up? Well, can you sell some bundles? Can you make some units? I'm talking custom units here because people will pay top dollar. And we know that people will pay top dollar, right? People will pay top dollar. Oh, I have a website. I have an e-commerce store. Yes. Send me your measurements. We're going to make this unit just for you. Maybe you only have 4 styles. Why? Because the 4 styles are easy for you to make. So you're going to make a small, a medium, a large cap, not like, the manufactured wigs that many of us are getting, and the wig is too doggone big. I mean, it's a disaster. Okay. You can do much better than that. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about as it relates to the optimizing your current business model. Where is it that you can scale by producing products that just ship out? Here's the money. Okay. Can you create something that's digital? Can you teach other hairstylists how to do a particular type of technique? And it is now a digital course, a protected digital course, but we're not going to get into all of that in this video, but we're going there. Okay. Because you don't want anybody stealing your stuff. All right. Can you do all of that? Okay. So we'll get into more of this later, but that's number 1. The second thing that I'm going to say is diversifying the income stream. Now, many of you had questions. You were saying, now, Ms. Aurorah, how is it that, my first income stream is not even all that? And people are talking about diversifying. Okay, we're saying that you want to have something in this business model that people have the license to use. What is it that you can create in your current business model that somebody wants, but in order for them to have access to it, they have to license it. They have to pay you for it. What is it that you can trademark? What is it that's unique to your business model that somebody's going to have to license? That's just one thing. Okay. Because you may have a particular type of business where you've got to start investing in something that produces income, period. Okay. That's part of diversification as well. All right. I won't stay there too long. The third thing because this is going to answer some of the questions. The third thing is you have got to now leverage your business and trust entities to make investments. All right. Because part of the reason why you were asking these particular types of questions is because you're still operating in sole proprietorship. All right. So because you've been operating in sole proprietorship, you've been using your own name for everything. You tap yourself out of credit. You don't have the cash. Okay. It's not going to work like that. You've got to have a solid bona fide business entity that will allow you to not only have access to credit limits, high credit limits, right? Tax-free loans. Okay. Everybody here in the Secured Entrepreneur Movement knows I'm not with the grant thing. Like I'm not, I did research all of that, and it's just too easy to come out here and create the business that you truly desire, that you love, without having to spend time doing all those other things. I mean, if you can hire somebody who can make it happen, go for it. But if you can't, keep doing what you're doing and do it well, right? Okay, so the reality is, if you have the proper legal entities that are structured in a way in which you yourself don't have to keep tapping your own self out, tapping your credit out, and you're not limitless. Okay, you need these business entities to go before you, to speak for you, to do the things that's what they're here to do. Work for you. They're here to work for you, right? And then within those business entities, you're able to pass the tax through to exempt entities like your trust. And then your trust has the portfolio, okay? Because you have to understand that now when your profits come in, they have a destination. They have a job. So when they get over here into this entity, and this entity has a portfolio, oh, wow, now I get a statement. Look how much money is accumulating. Look how much money is accumulating. Now I have more access. Now I have more credit. Now I can expand this business. Now I can really start doing a lot of the things that I desire to do for, my community, myself, the public, whatever it is. Okay. And then the last thing I'm going to say is that you've now got to work on building a very strong personal brand and network. I have shared with many of you that, making videos and all this is not my favorite thing to do. But I understand that this is the world we live in today. And just because I shoot these videos and put them up on these platforms, now people contact me just the same way you all have contacted Miss Aurorah. Okay, that's how you found Miss Aurorah. On Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. That's how you found me, right? You started emailing. Now you're on the calendar. Now we're having a conversation. Now I'm helping you get this thing together. Okay, you've got to start figuring out how it is you're going to do social media your way, a way that is mentally and emotionally healthy for you, because some of it, I understand that, the 50 plus, the fancy, sexy age, this is not really what you want to be bothered doing. Okay. And there's some things that you're going to have to figure out. Okay. That's what I want to share in this introductory video. This is the introduction video, okay, to this channel. I'll see what YouTube says as it relates to the title of the channel. I'll figure that out by the time I upload this video. But I will let everybody know that it's here. I'm going to post the original Coasting Financial Independence video here as well. I would like for you to smash that like button. I would like for you to subscribe. I would like for you to let Miss Aurorah know some of the topics, some of the things that you're looking for me to discuss, and we'll be getting through it. So I'm going to upload a whole lot more this week. And you all know you can find me, Miss Aurorah Dey, at AurorahDayConsulting.com. And until next time, ta-ta.